What up, everybody? How's everybody doing on this Monday night? Missed most of y'all yesterday. Come on up here.
I say get pretty dirty. To enjoy your paintballing. Just want to know we had fun. And Ms. D, we had fun. My mom and she get burned up, but people was like, yourself, fool. What's wrong with that? You all right? You tired?
Muhammad, what's going on?
Come on, the show.
Let's see.
She's cool, you know. She's not always like that. Had a kind of long day, you know. Yeah, pretty long day.
That's funny.
That's a good idea.
Let's see. Oh man, you know, busy. Let's see. RB, what's going on? Mario, what's happening? I'm here. I'm here. We got the service on Thursday. We have to wait for my mom's insurance to clear and everything. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I didn't have to do a lot of this stuff with my dad because he was married. So, you know, her and the rest of the family took care of that part. But this, you know, yeah, it's a different situation, but you know, doing the best I can. Told y'all. Oh no, I knew you would. I knew you would. Little Smoke in the building. Salute. Oh shit! Don't tell me you caught that shit like everybody else is catching. Nah, I didn't watch Raw, but I was listening though. I know what happened. And what happened? The reason why I stopped watching Raw. Look, I'm so like I don't deal with WWE the way that I used to so much that I cancel my Netflix subscription just so I wouldn't have to see no Monday Night Raw when I go on that motherfucker. I'm good. Where is my lighter at? Oh yeah, you know. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's going down in LA. Woo-wee. Y'all seen something about Newsom was sending in some National Guards too. Yo, Gavin Newsom turning into a Republican. Seth Rollins winning Money in the Bank was not the right. Nah, it wasn't. It was not at all. I don't know what they do. Because they have this whole story going on with Jay and the Heyman thing, and you know, keeping that bloodline storyline. It's kind of like a spin-off of the bloodline story. You know, but I don't know what they're doing. Nikki Bella came back and John Cena and CM Punk is official. I don't like it. Because we all know what titles change head at Night of Champions. This is a glorified, what would you call it? Like, we already know CM Punk is not winning. You know, like why would you? To me, you know, the whole Saudi thing. First of all, let me just say this: I think CM Punk is full of shit. Okay, let me say this again: CM Punk is full of shit. So you tell me, after all those years, and you saying, "Oh no, I ain't going over to Saudi Arabia. I ain't talking about blood money and everything else and all this stuff you were saying over the years," and then as soon as you get back to the company, you start kissing the ring. Yeah, I'll go to Saudi. You know what? I never had a problem with Saudi. Like, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. CM Punk has turned into a kiss ass. Period. Period. No voice of the voiceless. No, none of that. This I hate. Have you ever seen me? Ever seen me you? Shoot. That's because I hate it. You didn't have one. You had one, maybe you use it. Oh shit, let me turn this down. Let's see. By any chance, do you know anyone that was at the Diddy party? None of my people were there. Yeah, I know that for a fact. Hey, Puffy, what's going on? Oh, thank you again. Dope picture. Dope picture. Roberto in the building. Well, up to all, this is the after party for the Gunther celebration. Nah, I know peeps are peeps. Yo, hey, I'm just saying. Like the writing was on the wall from the Royal Rumble, but they couldn't reverse the decision, so they had to kind of go with it. But they didn't want Gunther. They they could have literally did CM Punk and Gunther at Mania this year. They could have literally did that. But no, they got Punk running around like a little dog looking for his little chew toy. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, him and Larry be at home fighting over Larry's chew toy and shit. I'm like, that's mine. That's mine. I'm the best in the world, Larry. That's mine. I don't know about you, Jay, but the Bellas twins. I don't like Nikki. I can tolerate Brie. Because Brie always seemed to have a little bit more head on her shoulders. You know what I'm saying? She's a lot more focused, you know, and she actually cares about things, you know, where Nikki is a glorified slut. Let's just be honest. Nikki is a glorified slut. She can't maintain no type of relationship. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not taking daggers at her. I'm just shooting with it. She can't keep no relationship. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, Nikki Bella is a true signal that the diva era is, oh God, yeah. Woo! Yeah. Buy 3, get 4. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Hey, Robert, that's what I was thinking about when I heard what he said. That's exactly what I was thinking about. Like, he just out there and said that line about WrestleMania, and here he comes. Oh, I'm about to have a WrestleMania moment. Yes, thank you, Paul. Thank you, WWE. Thank you, fans. Touch my heart. Oh, voice of the word. Hey, that's what he called himself. For a fact, I had a huge crush on Diamante McKinney when I was younger. Ah, interesting. See, the reason why Punk Gunther didn't happen this year because Jay won. No, I know. What I'm saying is they didn't have to go with Jay. They could have went with Punk. Everybody, look, about 90% of the population, even though they might have had their own individual picks, 90% of the population had in their minds that CM Punk was going to win. And when that didn't happen, you know what I'm saying? Now the other 10% was like, oh shit, John Cena, so you know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, we still got a great match though. Well, I won't say a great match. It was tolerable. Oh shit. No, I know. Like I said before, it should have been Punk and Roman at Mania. Rollins was not needed. That would have worked too. That would have worked too. Nikki Bella has been a past relationships with Nick Nemeth, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler, John Cena, and Artman guy. Yo, she was with somebody else before Nick too. I can't remember who it was, but she was with somebody before then. She's just a pass around. Pass it around. Pass it around. Hi, my name is Nikki Bella, and I'm a pass around. Yeah. But Brie was always my favorite out the two, though. Look wise, body wise, and all that. I mean, they pretty much had the same body until Nikki decided she wanted to get some enhancements. Where Brie, she got that baby love. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I'm a Rudy Huxtable guy. So wherever Keisha Knight, wherever Keisha Knight is at, that's where I'm at. Where it's fine, sexy ass. See, the fact that a Rumble ended with someone tricked and pushed off the apron is the most cartoon Tom and Jerry way. I was waiting for Jerry to be like, got him, and throw his. Oh, snap. That's funny. Nah, Brie not bad. She not. She not. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Like me and her, literally, like we're the same age. That's crazy. You know, I was like, man, that's one fine girl. Like I had a crush on her when she was Rudy. Like the first time, like literally, when the Cosby Show, when the pilot episode of the Cosby aired, right? I was 5 years old. I was like 5.5 at the time. And so my mom, my brother, and myself, we were all gathered around the TV 8 o'clock Thursday nights and watch the Cosby Show. And the first time I seen Rudy, I was like, ooh, she cute. And then as we continue to grow, that cuteness turned into, damn, Rudy, you over there getting kind of thick over there, girl. And then when we both hit that adult age, God dog, Rudy, you fine in a motherfucker, sister. Shit. Damn it. Fine specimen you are. Stay fearless, and yes, I agree. Punk and Roman should have happened. Yes, and it didn't happen because there was like shenanigans and interrupted involvement, so it made it to 3-way. You know, you say that, and it just sounds even worse. It sounds even worse that match even happened. Like, but everybody wanted Paul Levesque. Like, yeah, we got Paul. I was like, cool, we got Paul. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna make a change, and but look, I'm not gonna sit up here and just act like yes, Vince McMahon is a POS. We all know that. But as a promoter, as a booker, yes, he had his look. All bookers, all promoters got their shenanigans and F-ups, right? But Vince McMahon literally gave us Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair in the main event, night one of WrestleMania. Do you know the significance of that match alone? It didn't happen under Paul. It didn't happen under Paul. It happened under Vince. Vince McMahon had to okay that. So just the fact that he gave us that, and then he booked in the show with Bobby Lashley beating Drew McIntyre. Now, me, myself, I wanted Drew to win because I wanted him to have that moment that he didn't get last year because they was at the Performance Center with nobody in it because of the lockdown. So I'm like, okay, they back. They're going to give him his moment, and then Bobby can win it back at some point after that. I'm good with that. No, he had a black man retain his title and two black women main event night one. Now tell me where you going to get that at with Hunter Nokia? Hunter Nokia is not going to give that to you. He's going to go old school straight down the line. If it's white, it's right. And if it's black, I'll make you wait a little bit. Or I might make you wait a whole year. Or I might just say, fuck it and release you. Like, am I missing something? You know, and as a black man, seeing that was my favorite. Look, it wasn't even the greatest WrestleMania of all time, but it was my favorite. But it was my favorite for those two matches. Oh, wait, hold on. I almost forgot. Hold on. Well, what also happened night one? I think it was night two. It was either night one or night two. Maybe y'all could correct me on that. But AJ and Omos beat the New Day. So you had a black tag team that was tag team champions, and then you have a 7-foot giant win tag team gold. Oh. Now we're just gonna make the Street Profits wait for about a good year or so. You know what I'm saying? And then, I might decide to put them on the belt, in this little 4-man tag division that we have on SmackDown. See, if I may ask, how has StreamYard worked for you? Seems smooth when you use it. Is it because it's nah. StreamYard got its moments. It got its moments, but it's pretty good. I was actually switching over to a Restream, but Restream they be giving me a headache. A headache. Vince and Hunter has different visions, and mine's wrestling. They do. And what sucks is because Triple H is such a traditionalist, and he kind of, when you hear him talk, it's like, okay, it sounds like he's going to give us the wrestling that we all love to see. No, he's giving us a bunch of garbage, a bunch of reruns. That's what he's giving us, reruns. See, LOL, isn't it crazy how time works? You can see someone in such a light, but then the person you thought would help and save everyone has you going, where's Vince? That is some wow. SHIT. I would that, you know what? Damn, did I forget? I went into the kitchen and I forgot to bring my water. I'll grab it in a second. See. Oh. Speaking of Street Profits, whatever happened to them? Oh, see. The fact that Muhammad even asking that question, it just makes you just shows you how bad WWE is. They are on SmackDown as tag team champions, but they're literally wrestling the same teams every week. Oh well, let's add in Candice LeRae. Let's put her back with her husband. Let's see if that works. I gotta get my water. Gotta get my water. Well, we all forgetting they announced Van Kingo versus Gable for the Mega Championship when. Oh man, just gave it away. Just gave it away. You know, I mean, thankfully they was able to have a good match. Feel me? Oh, because you know, and look though, you see how quiet it was, but the fans was just trying to bury AEW for doing the same thing just a few weeks ago before Double or Nothing. But well, we already know what's going to happen. That's a waste. Like, okay. How many times we look and this is why I say to Jim Cornette, how many times we sat there and watched a Ric Flair match and already knew Ric Flair was going to win? You know what I'm saying? Did anybody really think that Sting was going to beat Ric Flair at the Clash of the Champions 1? Come on. You know what I'm saying? As kids, yes, we probably was like, yeah, we want Sting. We believe in that Sting would do it. But as adults who's been in the business, especially Jim Cornette, come on now. Memory problems. Man, you know what I'm saying? The age kick in. Candice LeRae is so damn fine. And thoughts on R-Truth cutting his hair. Oh, Ron Killings. No more truth. The truth is gone. Now I'm on the killing mission. Yo, hey, put Ron with Naomi with the caution. Ron Killings and the caution. Caution before we get to the killings. Or however they would do that. The bias is, man, super biased. I'll be like, come on. Like literally, Daniel, what's going on? Literally everything Jim Cornette complains about AEW is literally what every single wrestling company has always done. He talks about AEW like the NWA was just like, you know what I'm saying? They hit on everything, right? The NWA hit on everything. I think Jim Cornette is just jealous of Tony Khan because his wrestling company couldn't last past 4 years. Or was it 3? Smoky Mountain Wrestling did not last too long. Yo. And then WWE be thinking that they're doing something special by constantly bringing back Jesse Ventura for the Saturday night shows. Like, look, I appreciate everything Jesse Ventura has done in the business. You know what I'm saying? But the man was literally about to have a heart attack because another wrestler decided to walk out the cage. Like, that was never done before. Like, Damian Priest was the only person to ever walk out of a cage to win the match. What I mean, would you have wanted him to crawl out the cage? That's been done millions of times. Yeah, let's just do climb over the cage like we ain't seen that a million times. As a matter of fact, let's have the other wrestler. Let's have Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest climb up over the cage and simultaneously climb down. Oh my goodness, who landed first? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. At this point, I think WWE is just trying to, I don't know what they're doing. But what they're doing is killing the product. And they're not trying to do anything to rectify that. You know, I don't like AEW because they don't have no storylines. Yeah, how many times they gonna run that into the ground? They don't have no storylines. Yet they continuously have storylines. They still put on the better wrestling. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the wrestling business. Yes, storylines are very important. You know what I'm saying? All the theatrics, all that stuff is important to the show. But at the end of the day, it's still professional wrestling. The product is still the ring and the wrestlers that's in that ring. Oh, they're already there. They're already there. It's going on all days off. BT Awards was hella long. Was as long as Wrestle. Oh God. Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. I watched the beginning of it. Kevin Hart has some funny shit in there. His opening monologue. But when Lil Wayne, okay, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up. Little fucking Wayne. Why is the 40-year-old something man still call himself little? I don't know. But what the hell was that garbage? I don't know what other songs he did. I don't know what I seen was absolute trash. You even seen it in some of the crowd, like they was just and all the and it sounded like somewhere along the lines he fucked up the lyrics. Probably popped a couple of Percocets or something before he came out on stage. Because we know there ain't waters in that mug he had. You know what I'm saying? In that drink container, you know it wasn't no, yeah. Tonight, BT Awards coming to Vegas next. Dang, everything going to Vegas. Everybody saying what's up. Lil Wayne. I haven't even heard that. I don't listen to Lil Wayne. You know, a lot of reasons why I don't listen to Lil Wayne, and music is at the bottom of it. See, Lil Wayne wasn't trying when he recorded, of course. Nah, he was trying. He was just too high. That's Lil Wayne's new trying when he's high. Oh, hold on. My bad. See, man, I give it to y'all. I'm so out the loop. I didn't even know he had a new album. Nothing is showing me these are there's a new album, but maybe as y'all talk about it, I start saying, "Oh, okay, yeah, I don't." Raw was very good tonight. I'm glad I didn't watch it. I'm so disgusted with CM Punk. I'm so disgusted. I'm disgusted. I am disgusted. Triple H on his BS. Oh shit! That comment just jumped. Let's see. Triple H on his BS though. He must be giving R-Truth a main event push. So he put the title back on the. I was. They better not do that shit. They better not do that shit. Nothing about what the and then what is this whole thing about Hunter Nokio saying that it was all a work, and then Ron comes out and say no, it wasn't a work. Huh? What? This is about as confusing as the episode of Dynamite from 2024. Oh shit. See. On Saturday night, Mike Santana said he out because he going to give others a spot to shine. Someone else can carry the recon weekend, the Recon weekend. Wonder if he will play a bigger role on TNA and NXT. Most likely. Most likely. Sir Kraken, you are lucky to not have seen it. Most of us have developed an eye bleaching routine. We have to do it at night so they recover as we sleep. Well, you see, so I went through the dark days of WWF. You know, the mid 90s and or like the early to mid 90s. And I stuck with them. I watched every Raw possible every week. Superstars wasn't even picked up in my area no more. And then they brought it back on a whole nother station, and that ran for a couple weeks, and then they took it off. That's how bad it was. Right? But this is even worse. Like, you know you fucked up, so now you trying to fix things with another fuck up, trying to cover up the fuck up that you already fucked up. That's fucked up. Triple H didn't want R-Truth. Yeah, Hunter Nokio. That nose grew a little bit more tonight. That sure we need that forced feud between Liv and Nikki tonight. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Actions, what's going on? Salute, how you doing, man? I can't wrap my head around what they're doing. And then in the same breath, have the audacity to try to say what AEW is doing is bad. It's crazy. Oh, AEW ain't competition, but every time they put on the show, you want to put on the show. If somebody is not competition to me, or if I feel like somebody's not competition to me, I'm not going to go out my way to try to knock what they're doing. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Punk promos ain't what they're not. RB, he's had about less than a handful of old Punk, classic Punk promos. Probably maybe 3. I'd give him 3 since he's been back in WWE. Every time Punk touched the mic in AEW. Every time. But that's WWE. It's cookie cutter. See, Punk went back into a situation not realizing how the situation was going to play out. This doesn't make sense. And this kind of goes back to Punk having that shot against Gunther for the title. Punk was supposed to have a world title shot against Seth Rollins at 40, but it didn't happen because he was hurt. So why not give the man the title shot that he didn't get because he was hurt? No, we're gonna involve you in all this story and this bloodline garbage some more, and yeah. Cena is a true heel. He's making Punk fly over. That is true. That is true. Wow, WWF Superstars wasn't just on Fox for you, huh? Nah, it came on in the Bay Area on Channel 2. From the time it started. And this is before it was even before Fox was a thing, was a network. It ran all the way until about 93. And then they took it off probably towards the end of 93. No. They took it off right. Yeah, it was probably like somewhere in 93 where they took it off the station. And then the channel in Sacramento, channel 13, it picked it up for a little while. And then went right back off the airways. High key, you just freestyle. I don't know. I'm not in the biz, but I hear everything is a work. I also hear I don't know. It can be, but you kind of know when it's a work, and then you might have times where it's like, well, is it a work or is it, But kayfabe is so mixed up and so confusing these days. It's kind of hard to tell now. So. Good idea would be to make NXT stable Dark State be that would be good. That would be good. I like that idea. You can't say somebody not competition. You can't go and steal their. Oh shit. That's funny. Let's see. Imagine if Punk signed with NWO. Ma has the mighty fallen. But that would have instantly put eyes on the NWA, though. They were like, well, CM Punk in the NWA? People would have instantly watched. Okay, let's see. What you think about Cena should have shaved? Yeah, that would it would have made sense. Bobby kicked us. Oh shit. Cena has 18 dates left with 29 weeks left in 2025. Hurry up. Speed through. Wow, that's interesting to hear. Has Punk ever wrestled in the NWA? Yes, he has. He wrestled in what was that? NWA Midwest. Damn, all this, oh, that's crazy. I just seen should have cut his hair from. I mean, WWE don't know about heel heat. WWE thinks heel heat is a woman wearing high heels where her bunions is burning. Ah, I like that idea. Yeah. I'm just saying they don't know how to do like you know we've talked about it before. Ricochet. It makes no sense. And I remember people were calling for Ricochet to turn heel in WWE. And they would not do it. You know? Look at Pac, right? Look at Pac as a heel in AEW compared to Neville as a heel in WWE. AEW knows heels. That was funny. So if Gunther is champion again, and on Friday, Logan Paul claimed he's winning it, and Seth is Money in the Bank winner, where's the face in all this, and how can Roberto? That's my same sentiments. Me and you's on the same page with that. That's why I brought up in Leo's chat Gunther's face turn coming soon, because out of that whole equation, Gunther would literally have to be the face. Gunther would literally have to be the face. Cody, Jay, LA Knight. We don't want Cody. Jay, you know they don't want him. LA Knight, they keep burying him. Damian Priest, he's just a tag along. Ron Killings makes the most sense. Did I cover that right? You got Jacob too. But I think they're gonna wait on Jacob. I think Jacob's probably gonna hit that main event scene probably like later on this year. Or maybe early part next year. Like everybody with something valuable is a bad guy. Yeah. Who they think they is? AEW? Uh-oh. Anybody else pick up that on that comparison? Because look at AEW's top heels. John Moxley is the world champion. Mercedes Moné Japanese champion, right? You got the Hurt Syndicate. They're the tag team champions, right? And then you got MJF, right? Tony Storm and Adam Cole are the only face champions. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. I want to see Gunther as a face, too. I ain't gonna lie. Roman's return countdown has started. Roman's return countdown has started. T minus how many days until SummerSlam? On the 30th day, he comes back. And AEW is cooking. The fans are back into it. You know what I'm saying? They doing good numbers. You know what I'm saying? So, and keep in mind their pay-per-views. Like, look at it. Look, if AEW was not doing, look, even during their bad times, if AEW was doing so bad, those arenas that they hold their pay-per-views in wouldn't be filled up. I ain't say sold out. I said filled up. Because the only time they look a sellout is when all the seats available have been sold. That doesn't count for all the other seats that are in the arena. So I say fill up because they fill up the arena on their pay-per-views. And they fill up their weekly shows too. Yo, people are sleeping on Collision. Man, look. Put Collision on during the week. Yes, sir. AEW on point, especially pay-per-view wise. I know peeps complain about the price and the time, but you are literally getting what you pay for. Yeah. Facts. Anyone watch TNA? I don't. I scanned it yesterday and I was confused with some stable Robert Stone and Tessa Blanchard with. Huh? Yeah. I pay attention to TNA. But I haven't the last few days. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I have to look into that. But I will say this. I watched Tessa's I can't talk. Tessa Blanchard's video she did. It was like a behind the scenes type thing for their last show that they just had. And look, I would never be around that woman. But I ain't gonna lie, that bodysuit she had on, yeah, I was like, Tessa, you's a piece of shit too, but you got a nice body over there. Goodness, that shit looking like that. Ooh, ooh. Alicia Fox is underrated. Oh shit. Oh man. Alicia Fox. Oh goodness. She is good without all the antics and shit. Like, yeah. Yeah, I'm catching up though. I got caught up with this German company, GWF LOL, but that's recent to GWF. Oh, they got a company called GW. Now when I see GWF, the glory days of Joe Panisino's Global Wrestling Federation on ESPN at the Global Dome, which was renamed because that building was the same building that they used to hold. It was the Sportatorium. The Global Dome was the Sportatorium. Not not for real. She was selling well for Santino's daughter. It was oh for real? Okay. I just I, I just couldn't get on on her when she was in WWE because they just had her doing stupid shit. And then the whole y'all remember when they had her acting like Stone Cold and she would take like the fans drinks and popcorn and shit and start, you know what I'm saying, doing it like how Stone Cold be doing the beers and everything. And I was just like, this is stupid. Global Wrestling Federation. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to check them out. It's on YouTube. Oh, okay. I've probably seen them. I probably know who you're talking about, and it's just not coming to me. Because I watch a lot of wrestling on YouTube. It's a lot of wrestling on YouTube. A lot. Did anyone have on their bingo card having Naomi and R-Truth having better turn moments this year? I don't know. That's a good question. Man, like Derice was on that last show. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check them out. People thought his heel turn was as good as it failed to live up to that, but it's slowly cooking now. Yeah, yeah, I don't know why people would say that. Hogan's look, this is why people who compared that and said that that was better than Hogan's must be smoking crack. Because let me tell you why they were smoking crack. Hogan's heel turn literally started the boom of wrestling in the 90s. Hogan's heel turn literally changed professional wrestling. Cena's didn't do that. Yeah. Man, wrestling everywhere these days. That's why I'm shocked people remember what be happening on these weekly shows. So I have many. I don't, man. Yeah, I'll be losing focus too. 'Cause yeah, that's a lot to keep in from day one. Whoever compared that to Hogan's turn is on drugs. Man, some serious drugs. Leave the perks alone. It was just lighten it up. On some levels, Roman's heel turn during COVID ushered in the Triple H era boom period. Cena's heel turn. Yeah, now I would put Roman. Look, I would put Roman's up there with Hogan's. The impact was greater. What was the impact? Cena's had no impact. Roman's had impact. Hogan's had impact. Where was Cena's impact? It's simple, really. When Hogan turned the ring filled with garbage, when Cena turned people. Period. Bottom line. They was throwing that shit too. Yo, it was fucked up because Mean Gene was getting hit all in the head. All this crap in the ring represents all you picked. This is the new blood of professional wrestling. Now, you know what's funny about that line Hogan said? The fact that he put Kevin Nash as a new blood of professional wrestling, and then about 3 years later, Kevin Nash is feuding with a stable called the New Blood. And they wear their Wolfpack colors. Oh, shit. Oh, man. But I also thought it was funny because I'm like, Hogan, you do know these guys are like in their mid-30s? What new blood? Shit, Hall is like damn near 40 by himself. What new blood are you talking about? Big Scott Hall. Coming to the ring is the AWA World Tag Team Champions from Florida, Big Scott Hall, and from Minnesota, Kurt Hennig. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Y'all gotta see me. I will give Cena credit. Rock jumped ship, and Cena is slowly turning his heel ship around in a new direction. It was needed desperately. People were absolutely mad at Hogan, and then when he said that, and I did it all for the money trophy. New blood rising pay. Yo, all days off. I'm glad you said that pay-per-view, New Blood Rising, does not give its just due. That was literally, in that time period, was literally probably one or two of their best pay-per-views of that year, with that being number one. Not only that, but do y'all remember that triple threat with Goldberg, Nash, and Scott Steiner? And you remember when Goldberg had went into business for himself and Russo came out and he said, "Fuck you, Russo." I said, oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's not in the script. That's not in the script. Oh shit. Oh, I love it. Yo, that match was quick. By the way, that was before that ridiculous gimmick, the 70s man. Mike Awesome Landstorm gave us an ECW quality wrestling match. That match was awesome. Hey, Kraken, you leave the Silver Fox alone. Oh, shit. All those last pay-per-views WCW had were crazy. It was one thing after another. It was. Landstorm putting stickers on them. Yeah, what was he? He was the US champion, he was the cruiserweight champion, and he was the what was he, like one half of the tag team champions or something? Oh, I love the stickers. The Canadian champion. I thought I was the only one. Oh no, I'm right there with you, man. Lonnie in the building, salute, man. What's going on, Lonnie? Yo, Lonnie. Yo, I found out dude didn't make it. I used to be hated on in high school for buying those WCW pay-per-views. But to me, they were can't. Yeah, I still watch them. I still watch them. Goldberg, Nash, and Steiner, LL. Yep. I got no picture. That's so weird. Well, you know, if you got Peacock, you can always go to Peacock and pull it up. As a matter of fact, did the Vault or WCW put it on their YouTube channels? But if not, I know Peacock got it though. That shit was funny. Goldberg just said, "Fuck you, Russo," flipped them off and everything. I said, "What the hell going on?" And the match wasn't even over. The match wasn't even over, and I was like, "Oh shit." You know, and you remember when they tried to make Goldberg a heel? Oh shit! All days off, we out there, we exist. Man, Mike Awesome, the fat chick. Oh god, oh god. Yo, he had them big women all around him talking. Yeah, baby, I love you. Yeah. Well, it was once. Wait, hold on. It was once. I think it was on Nitro. He came in, he had all them big women on, and he came in with like a tray of hamburgers and shit. And they was all up there eating hamburgers, just like, what the fuck is we watching right now? This is some wild ass shit. Yo, Lance Storm didn't even use the pals to describe. Yo, he really didn't, huh? Lance made he turned Jim Duggan into a Canadian. That shit was crazy. I was like, wait, hold on. You really got Jim Duggan coming out here waving the Canadian flag? This is wild. Oh, and then Major Guns. You remember how she was all Americanized and everything? But as it turns out, she's really a Canadian. Oh man. Yo, Hacksaw joined and I was dead ass like, how could they? I have more emotional reaction to Hacksaw this. Oh man, heel Goldberg and heel Sting sucked. Yeah. Yeah. They didn't quite work. Jay Billy's memory is amazing. Man, I surprise myself sometimes. You know, because then it was Fall Brawl after that, and then it was like a cage match before Fall Brawl. I think it was like Nash had won the world title, and then Russo won the world title, and then Fall Brawl was a cage match with Nash and who was it? It was Nash and Booker T, because then Nash had turned heel and started working with Russo, even though y'all was just feuding with each other just a week prior. Like, what the fuck is we doing? They was playing hot potato with the world championship because Booker beat Jarrett, then Jarrett beat Booker, and then Booker beat Jarrett again, and then Booker beat Jarrett again, and then Booker loses the title, and then Nash wins the title, but then Nash loses to Russo, and then Booker wins it back from Nash, and then he's wrestling Steiner at Halloween Havoc. And then what was that? That was the what was that pay-per-view in November? Mayhem. They had the what they call that cage heat, as we know as Hell in a Cell. Can somebody please tell me what the fuck happened to the ropes? When Steiner and Booker went into the ropes was hella loose. They was just like, what the hell happened to the ropes? Hey, tray of hamburgers, y'all. Leo didn't remember General Erection. Oh, God. Yeah, when they did, oh, my God. General Erection. They have some wild ass. The MIAs. What the hell? Oh, goodness. Lieutenant. Oh, man. G.I. Bro. You remember G.I. Bro? He was part of the inception of the group. Oh, man. And didn't know that he actually used that gimmick when he was in GWF. Yo, I forgot what they call Lash LaRue, but that dude was good. Oh, Lash LaRue, every time he came to the ring, he would point to his beard and kind of like what the but he was hella good though. No, the boy can go. Cracker, I'm gonna answer the way everyone has answered for 20 years without context or reason. Russo happened, those ropes. Yo, those ropes, I mean, I was like, what the hell? Corporal Cajun, there you go. Corporal Cajun, that's it. He was coming with the army fatigue and everything. He would come out there wearing the vest and shit, the little army vest. Oh man, and you remember how he would have a line up, and then he would stand there and he would give like the directions. Oh my God. Yep. That boy was a real New Orleans. I didn't understand a word that motherfucker was saying when he would talk. Let it alone. You know them Louisianans. Hey, Lonnie, if you still in the chat, you know what I'm talking about. You know them Louisianans who got that real thick accent. You don't know a damn thing they say, like, huh? Like, hold on. You know, them deep-rooted Southern accents be like, yo, hey, how about you just write it out for me? You know what I'm saying? Just put it on the card. Just hand it. I don't know what you say. Remember when Booker was sued by Clarence and Stevie, had him come out to leave? I do remember that. Oh my God. Thank you. I will say this. Thank goodness Russo put the belt on Booker. You know, we can say everything we want about Russo and it's justified. But Russo made Booker T World Heavyweight Champion. And I will always respect Russo for that. Lash would come putting. I was wondering who they. Oh shit! The boom houses of the world. Russo put the belt on Booker in WCW, and Rod Killing said he did. He did. Pay attention, Paul. Hinokio, pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what? And Russo will say, yeah, I see color. And you know what? I'm still putting the belt on these guys because they are talented. They deserve to be world heavyweight champion. You know, and to be honest, as long as Russo got people around him working together with him, Russo's not a bad book. Look, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, or gentlemen and gentlemen, or ladies and gentlemen, whoever is watching along with y'all. Russo is the reason why the Attitude came about. He was the mind of the Attitude Era that we love and put on a pedestal so high. You know what I'm saying? Now the Brawl for All, that was something that he's gonna have to eat for the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying? That was just work. You buried Dr. Death. You know what I'm saying? Like that was crazy. Nah, Tony Schiavone did. think that's what Russo says. Where was Schiavone Booker at TNA? Because as far as I know, he did that appearance where he turned heel. That was when the first time he turned heel. They should not have had Ron Killings shave his head on TV. Well, you know what? I haven't seen it yet, but once I seen it, I'm gonna watch it tonight. But once I seen it, I will definitely next time I come back on here, I will have an opinion on it. You know. But just the fact that he shaved his head, like, that's wow. That's wow. Ricochet the Barber. Yo, I bet you can't name that tune. I bet you can't name that tune. I mean, we talking about barbers and scissors and everything. They should be easy. Yeah, Brutus. Yep. Like many truth hair wasn't all there, but he's stylish, unlike others. That is true. Bruce the Barber Beefcake. Yeah. From San Francisco, California. I'm like, I used to get punked as a kid. I was like, oh, he from San Francisco? Hell yeah. Hold on. This motherfucker ain't from San Francisco. He's from Florida. Hold on. So, hold up. Man, fuck you, Vince. Okay, now I get it. Because I was like, as a kid, I'm like, I didn't put the correlation together. But you remember how Brutus used to come out in that gear and it'd be from San Francisco? Come on now. Like, that's fucked up. Sound like the WrestleMania challenge version. Yeah. Do, huh? Bruce and the Nasty Boys theme kind of had the same melody. Yeah, it did. Yo, it did. It did. Matter of fact, speaking of WrestleMania, what was that song they used to run all the time? What was that? Whoa, WrestleMania, fighting to survive. Just like that. Just like that. Yo, they used to have some funny ass songs with Vince in the 80s. Maybe everything was a work. You from Oklahoma? Okay. Not you from Arkansas. No, Vince would do that too. He would do that too. Pump. Oh shit. Oh man, I love that WrestleMania. I did too. I did too. I was like, I used to get pumped every time I said, like, yeah, WrestleMania time, yeah. Oh man, that shit was hilarious. I used to love the Men on the Mission thing. Inches. dun, 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 dun. Yo, 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 yo. Men on the mission. We all here. We coming here today. Here, here. No, 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 no. Say who? Here it is. Who? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh man. Craig, I listened to that WrestleMania thing at my job, left my house, so I still have that album. I had Brett Sonic. Oh, dope. There Smells Dangerous 93 and Time for WrestleMania. Yep. Oscar Rabbit. You couldn't understand that word that man was saying. Sound like oh god. Oh man. Oh man. Nah, hey, y'all remember WCW in the early 90s? After that song came out, all the crowd was yelling, woo, there it is. Woo. And then before who that P and News. Say yo baby, yo baby, yo. Oh man. Oh man, great times, great times. When Men on Mission dressed up like so. Oh man, their outfits was wild than a motherfucker. P News was wild. He was. Man, P News, he come out there and could not rap worth a lick. He could not rap worth a lick. I was like, what the hell is he talking about? And it was a few times he would rap and he literally forgot about what he was going to say. And he would just go, yo, baby, yo, baby. Oh, man. Oh, man. And what was funny is, you know, they was doing all their stuff in the South. So it was like, yo, baby, yo. Here News. Nobody in the South is saying, yo, baby, yo, baby, yo. Oh, yeah. WCW has some answering to do. They did. They do. P News, aka yo. Yeah, yeah. Now a young fat show. Yo, man. Like yeah. The spitting image. Oh, I'm not gonna sit here while you guys act like P and Yo, P and News. That was, oh my god, that was the horrible. That was one of the most. That was up there with one of the most horrible representations of hip hop ever. like his representation of hip hop was just like that was low grade at its finest. Oh man, I can't do it. I can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. You know. But hey, y'all, I'm about to go off of here and enjoy the rest of my night. So y'all have a good one. If y'all want some more content to look at, the homie Jesse, he live right now on Frontline of Black News. If y'all want to get some news, some political news, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go on over there. I might tap in over there for a little bit. So Public Enemy, oh my God. Oh my God. Hold on. Hold. Public Enemy with the light. We like the party. Like, we like the party. Like, yo, that ranks right up there. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. And I will see y'all soon. Well, I'm up out of here. Peace. Oh man.